Welcome to Saturdays with Steph. Today, you can see I have my good friend Russ here of Quilt Meets World. Hi, Russ. Glad to see you. I'm so excited to sew with you again. And today we are working on Bumbleberry Pie, month number 9.
Fine.
I can't believe it. I can't believe we're this far in this project already. Can you?
I feel like we just started.
I know, really. So that means that we're gonna have to look for another project to do together because we're almost
Yeah.
done.
I mean, we have, what is it? Dragon fruit, and then
We
there's
do.
rumors of a butterfly floating around.
I I think the butterfly is not going to start till after dragon fruit, though.
Oh,
We'll
definitely.
have to find a you and I project. But at any rate, we are working on Bumbleberry Pie, month number 9. We have been doing this every month, so if you are curious, you can go back and watch those videos. We have gone back and forth between my channel and Russ's channel, so go take a peek. Russ, really quick, for anybody who might not know who you are, do you want to say who you are and a little bit about your channel?
Hi, I am Russ with Quilt Meets World. I have a channel where there's all kinds of shenanigans that happen. I do a weekly vlog on Wednesdays. It gets published Wednesday afternoon, and then on Saturdays I go live with my elevensies, and then occasionally I do a sewing shenanigans, which is a private Zoom that anybody can join, but it is not broadcast on the YouTubes and all that other stuff. Another project that I am working on, it's another block of the month, and that is actually going to be tomorrow, is the Kona 2025 block of the month.
Oh, awesome.
So I got my February block right here, and my January block is hiding.
Nice, nice. I saw Julie, who's doing that with you.
Yes,
I saw her January block, so I'm really excited to see your all's next block. That's gonna be fun.
I know it has been gorgeous when I've actually seen the finished product in person,
Yeah.
and it was gorgeous. And when I saw that, I was like, I need to make this. And then when I found out that it was the block of the month that's being done through local quilt shop and everything, I was like, I'm signing up, especially
Yeah.
since basically by the end of it, you have
Mhm.
everything to finish it except for your binding and backing.
Nice. So what
So
time can we watch you tomorrow for that?
that'll be 1 p.m. Eastern.
1 p.m. Eastern. Great. I'll look forward to tuning in. I wanted to do that one with you too, but I just have so many projects going on right now. It's crazy.
Don't we
And
all? Because I'm already
oh my
starting
gosh.
yet another block. Maybe we can do that. We'll talk about that later.
Okay. Sounds good. I wanted to say really quick hello to everybody in the chat. Ingrid's here. She was first. Hi, Ingrid. Great to see you. Julie's here, of course. Julie's the one who will be sewing with Russ tomorrow. Steven's here. Blend Designs and Idiot Quilter. Welcome, Steven. Um, Quilt Meets World. And Combat Quilter, Andrew. Hi, Andrew. Good to see you.
Hey,
He
Andrew.
said lurking. Is that good or bad?
Yes.
Yes, yeah. Jeannie's here. Joanne's here. Hi, Joanne. I'll see you in a few weeks at the retreat. Let's see. Charlotte's here. Hey, Charlotte. Great to see you. And Marla from Ohio. Welcome. Great to see you, Marla. I know I just saw you on another video recently, but it's been a minute, so it's great to see you again. And Mona, Balloonist, is here. She was just at QuiltCon yesterday. Very excited for
Oh,
you.
so jealous of everybody who's at QuiltCon right now.
I know I've been seeing pictures, especially Adam Sews. I've been watching him, what he's been posting, and it looks like they're just having a great time. So yeah, lots of fun. The quilting compound is here. Welcome. Good to see everybody today. Now, if you are in the chat and you have a YouTube channel like Stephen Dish did, my keyboard is way over there today. I forgot to bring my Wi-Fi keyboard down here. So if you have a channel, you can put in your channel name below exclamation Stephen, and they brought up his. Andrew, I believe yours is either exclamation Andrew or exclamation combat. I don't remember. I believe it's Andrew. So if you all have a YouTube channel, go ahead and pop it in there. We're all about sharing everybody's channel here. So, and I already put Russ's in the chat for you. If you guys are not already a fan of Russ's, you should be, and you should be subscribed to his channel. So he's awesome. Really quick before we start sewing, I did put out my cruise video
That
from
was awesome.
the Quilters
I,
Live
I was
Caribbean.
like, I wanted to be there.
It was really nice. And I know it got a little bit long, so I'm sorry about that, but I just was really excited to share everything with you guys. And one thing I didn't have in the video because I had left it upstairs and I forgot is the fabric that I got, the batik that was made in the Bahamas. So I want to show you guys that really quick. Now the fabric that I got is not quilting fabric. It's a little bit thicker, kind of like a canvas. So I'm going to make a tote bag out of this, but it was so pretty. I couldn't resist it.
Oh, that is,
Yes.
gorgeous.
Very tropical. And I was like, this will make a perfect future quilt cruise bag. So I got a yard of it. They sold it by the yard. I wasn't sure if they were going to sell it by yards or meters because they're on, meters and things there. So,
Uh-huh.
but they sold it by yards, probably for us Americans.
Well,
But
in
it's,
honesty, patterns are written in yards, so it would really make more sense
they
if
are.
even like the Canadian places, the European stuff, if they just sold fabric by the yard because that's what everything's written in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although the extra 3 inches helps some people who need that extra in case they
Yeah. We're professionals here. We don't need the extra, right? Yeah,
As I
right.
found out an hour ago that I cut my fabric wrong for today.
Oops. Well,
Luckily, there
I just
wasn't a
cut
lot of
mine
cutting.
20 minutes ago, so we'll see if it's right or wrong.
Luckily, there wasn't a lot of cutting. So,
Good. Yeah. This week is like just half square triangles as far as I can read because everything else
yeah,
we had to cut was for a future week. So, or a future
which
month.
I found that a little weird that they just said, cut this and wait for a future week. Uh,
Yeah.
the strips from our white, okay, I get that because they get if you did this as a block of the month,
Yeah.
you would have had way too much of your white.
Yes.
So it's a good thing that they did that, but putting the pink in there, that made no sense to throw it
I
in.
know. I was really surprised with those. I would have rather them been with the month that we were actually making so I don't like lose them or something, but
Uh-huh.
but oh well, it is what it is.
Yep.
So
It works.
it'll all be done. Yeah. Ingrid said the cruise video is awesome. Thank you, Ingrid. Um, in 3 inches more is always good, Stephen.
Not always.
Yeah.
I
Hi,
mean,
Jean. Good to
if
see
you
you.
if you cut these blocks 3 inches bigger than they're supposed to be, that's not a good thing.
That's not a good thing. No. Mm-mm. So, but I think we know what Steven's talking about. So,
I know what's in his mind.
all right. So I think we're gonna get started sewing all of our half square triangles. I think we have what 16 to
That sounds like the right number. Nope.
yeah to
Oh,
make.
1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 8,
Well,
32.
16 things to sew, but 36 or 32 to make, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
I am doing mine through triangulations, which I heard you met Brenda.
I did. She was one of the instructors on the ship. She was not super talkative, so I didn't get to know her super well, but
Did you tell her that I have been, sending people to triangulations?
I didn't even get that far, to be honest with you. She's not a very super wanting to make friends kind of person.
Uh,
And that's okay.
I get it.
To each their own. She basically came in and taught her project, which is not the project that I did also, to be fair. So I didn't get to know her very well. And basically we didn't see her too much again after that. So yeah.
Yeah, when
Steven
you
said, I
mentioned
am
her
perfectly
name, I was
innocent.
like, wait, I know that name. And then you said triangle. I was like, oh, that's why I know that
Yeah. I knew as soon as I figured out who she was, I was like, oh, I got to tell Russ this one because I know how much you love the triangulations. Yep. And no, you are not perfectly innocent, Stephen, but
name.
you know, that's okay. We love you anyway. Oh, that's good. I was hoping I put white thread back in my machine because I had black in there earlier when I was fixing something. All right, here we go. A whole bunch of half square triangles. So what have you been up to, Russ? I know you've got some fun things going on in your life. You want to tell us?
Uh, the big thing has been finalizing 2 graduation quilts that have to be sent to my friend Stephanie for long arming. I got the last quilt top finished piecing today,
Uh-huh.
which was the last border. And then I got the backing piece for the first of those two, and
Nice.
I'm not accustomed to doing backings in that direction. It was a
Yeah.
weird way to do it. I figured it out, but it was still weird to me. And as I'm going through there, I'm on the last 18 inches of sewing the back, and I'm like, why do I have so much? And I'm just pulling and pulling, and I'm like, I know I did the math right. I know I did the math right. I did the math right. I forgot to cut because, most of the time when we're doing backings and it's just two pieces that you sew right sides together and then you just cut the fold. That's what I normally do for my backing. I forgot to cut the fold. So
Yeah.
I was just potentially gonna run into the end of it. I got it figured out and I got that done. I just need to press everything and get the other backing made. So I'm going to be excited. Oh, yeah. I also have to figure out pantographs, don't I?
Yes, you have to at least give me an idea of what you want because I have.
I have ideas.
Okay, I just put some more on my tablet the other day and I was looking and I have hundreds. So you have to at least give me a category.
Well, for my sisters, I'm thinking avocados, which, if I had to buy a pantograph, I'll buy a pantograph because
Yeah, I have to see if there's an avocado pantograph out there. I'm not sure if there is. Have you seen one?
I haven't looked enough.
Okay.
And then the other one I think is just going to be pink flowers.
Oh, perfect. I have hundreds of flower patterns.
So, uh, yeah, I'll have to go look at Urban Elements to see if they have an avocado one that I like.
Yeah,
Because she's
that's
got avocado fabric in hers.
awesome. That would be
And I
cute
can talk
if
about
there is
hers on
one.
this channel because she doesn't necessarily watch.
Yeah. Yeah, Urban Elements and My Creative Stitches are my favorite too. So if there's one on there that you want, I might already have it.
Good afternoon, Candace.
Candace, how are you?
Candace and I are going to go gallivanting in 2 weeks.
Oh, yay, what are you doing?
Uh, she she apparently is going to be without child for the
Oh,
weekend. And she wants to go to sewingmachine.com and Threadbare.
oh, fun.
And I will take any excuse to go to both of those places.
Yeah, Threadbare is the one where we got this project from, isn't it?
Yes, Threadbare is
Yeah,
where we got this fabric from. The
I thought
projects, yeah.
so.
They have I shouldn't be telling us this. They have a sale going on, 15% off of all kits.
Oh, don't tell me that.
I didn't see anything that I immediately had to have, so I
Okay,
was
good. Because I know if you don't need to have it, then I don't need it either. Oh, I didn't cut enough white background squares. Oops. I was like, how
Well,
come I don't have any more white?
the what?
The background squares.
You ran out of background squares?
Yeah, I was like, oh, I was supposed to cut 16. I think I only cut 8.
Oops.
Whoops. That's okay.
It won't be the first time that we've ever had homework.
Right? Well, I got 8 of them sewn together so far, so I'll just cut the other 4 right now. Or the other 8 right now.
Ah, speaking of homework, I'm almost caught up on dragon fruit.
Oh, awesome.
I
That's good.
have, I think I just have what are those things called? Log cabins from month 1 left to make.
Oh, nice.
And then I
I
have to put
have,
everything together for the end of month 2.
yeah, I have to finish putting the blocks together from the end of month 2, and then I have a couple more bits from this last month that we did. And then I'm caught up. So I'm excited about that.
It's like if we could finally get caught up, that would be really nice.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
And I get it, the couple hours that we have, on your channel as we're sewing together isn't quite enough, but
Right.
you need a life too.
Yeah. Oh, we do? We're supposed to have a life outside of this?
Sometimes. I mean, David is coming into town next weekend, and
Oh,
who knows
nice.
where we're going.
Yeah.
There's a good chance I might be at Threadbare 2 weeks in a row.
I was gonna say, speaking of which, you guys will have more time to get caught up if you need it because I'm leaving on the 8th for the next cruise. So we won't actually do dragon fruit till later in the month.
Oh,
Yeah.
imagine that if I can actually, be caught up before that.
Yeah. Yeah. So plenty of time. I forgot to tell you guys all that, but yeah. I think I know Julie's here in your hair, and I'll just tell Bev and Ingrid's here. So we probably won't do it then until let me look at the dates. Because normally it would have been on like the 8th, but
Yep.
that's when I leave, and then I'm gone on the 15th. So probably on the 22nd.
Okay.
Okay. So if y'all are doing dragon fruit with us, the 22nd of March.
Julie had said that her butterfly is supposed to arrive today.
Oh, nice. Very cool.
And I took a look at the pattern.
Mm-hmm.
First thing is it's broken out into smaller chunks, so I'm sure that's going to be how we could break it down.
Oh, good.
We'll have to, powwow to make sure that's how we want to break it down.
Yeah.
The second thing is the circles are drunkard's paths.
Oh, okay. We were thinking they were applique or something, so that's good. I
Yeah,
haven't looked at the pattern yet.
I didn't, like I said, until I think it was Wednesday or Thursday, I looked at it.
Mm-hmm.
And when I saw that they were drunkard's paths with templates, I'm like, I can do that in my sleep after
Oh,
the circles that I did last year for Christmas,
oh yeah,
year and a
easy.
quarter ago.
Good.
So the only the close I have to a concern is the fact that I need what are those things called? I need to figure out how to cut the templates out.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because when I did the space quilt, I bought the template that went with it. And I don't know if they sell templates to go with the butterfly quilt. I'll
Um,
have to look.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into that and see.
Because there's enough of them that I would rather have a proper size template
Yeah.
if possible.
Yeah.
And Sean says, what is being caught up?
Oh, with a laughing face, right, Sean? I know. There's always something that needs caught up. Joydy's here as well. Welcome, Joydy. Glad to have you. Ingrid said, Sean, for me, that's dragon fruit. Yeah. It's just because there's so much every month, but
There's a lot.
yeah, yeah,
It's not like, this one where some months we have 16 half square triangles, some months we have larger blocks, but
yeah. And
there
most
is a
months with this
lot
one, you and I
going.
have both been able to finish everything.
There's a chance that we might have one month that we might finish everything with dragon fruit.
Yeah.
I've taken a peek at the later months.
Oh, have you? I haven't peeped.
Although we also have four of everything, so maybe not.
Yeah. Well, that's just it, right? It's because there's four or five different blocks every month, and then there's like four of each of those. So it's not like there's just four blocks to do. There's
Yeah.
yeah. Hey, Linda, good to see you. Uh, Sean says I'm caught up on the Farm Fresh sampler. That's
Oh,
awesome.
that's awesome.
Yeah. The problem is there's too many good projects out there. These people need to stop making nice
I
projects so we
know.
stop doing too many things.
I have made several comments that I could probably start sewing from my stash, the projects that I have bought, not just sewing stash fabric, just the prep projects.
Yeah.
And I would probably be fine until like 2029.
I have not ordered, I ordered the butterfly pattern, but I did not order the kit yet for that reason because I have, I'm not as big of a Tula fan as you are and some of the other people are, but I love her basics. And
And
I
her
have a bunch
fabric
of
is her
basics that
pattern is
I'm,
her basics.
what's that?
It is in her basics.
Yeah, it is. And I'm staring at my cabinet across the way where I can see over there, and I have a ton of basics. So
To
I'm gonna look through all that first. And
see if you have enough.
if I have the majority of what we need, other than a few things that I might have to order, I'm not gonna order the kit because I really, really need to start sewing my stash. But if it's like more fabric than like more than half, then I'll just order the kit. So I just need to take time to figure that out.
Yeah, you'll probably have to order the background just because that's
Yeah.
a large quantity of large cuts.
Well, I don't know because the the fairy dust was like the fabric that I loved so much of hers, and I
Oh,
have a ton of the minty green color because
uh-huh.
yeah. So I
Okay.
might not have to.
Candace said she saw two new quilts from QuiltCon pics that she wants to make.
What's
Candace,
that?
do
Oh,
share. I mean, don't
oh,
share.
right. Oh, I broke my thread. Must be time for a new needle. Hmm. Y'all, if your machine is working fine and your thread breaks, it's because you need a new needle. So just
I don't
FYI.
change our needles often enough.
Yeah, I
And
try to
with you
change
saying
it.
that, I'm like, I don't remember the last time I changed my needle, so it's due.
Oh, see, I do remember because I do change mine quite regularly. But to be honest, because I was on the cruise and then I came home, you know how sick I was. I haven't sewn as much as I normally do, so I haven't been paying attention to my needle change.
Uh-huh.
And so I think I've gone beyond the life of this one. But it's gonna have to do for today. So that means I'm just gonna have to sew slower, which sad.
You're gonna have to go down to 80 miles an hour instead of 90.
Yeah. That's okay.
I've already started looking into the hotels for QuiltCon next year.
Are you
They're
going
not
next year?
available to reserve yet.
Are you planning on going next year?
Yes.
Yeah, I would like to go again, especially if you're gonna go.
I mean, it's what was it, a 7 hour drive for me?
Yeah.
It would have been I think it would have taken me about that same amount of time to, get to the airport, get through security, wait for my plane, fly, pick up
Yeah.
my stuff, and then get to the hotel as it was for me just to drive straight there.
Oh,
I
yeah.
had my car with me. So yeah, I'm like, I can do that drive again next year.
I'm not sure if I would drive or fly. It's a little bit further for me than 7 hours. I think it's like 11 or 12, maybe. Um,
Say you can fly here and I'll drive. No, but that's a lot
I
more work
could.
to schedule.
Yeah. Candace said she's going to Raleigh again next year too. Awesome.
Maybe we
Um,
can carpool. Can no.
yeah, you two definitely could. And Sean said, do you two have Quilt FOMO too? Yes.
Yes.
It's mainly because it's not really because of like I need anything or like want to shop or I'm gonna be honest, it's not even really the quilt. It's because I'm seeing some of our friends there and posting
Yeah.
pictures all together and having fun. And I'm like, oh man.
Yeah. That is definitely what it is the friends that we have out there.
Yeah.
because I got a text from John from Guys Craft 2 this morning, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm getting ready and stuff." I was like, "Go have some fun."
I know.
I was giving him some pointers on, how to make sure that he doesn't get too overwhelmed, because if you're trying to do everything in one day, it
Hmm.
gets very overwhelming very quickly.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think this one, from what I can tell and from what a couple of people have sent me messages saying they had a good time and all that stuff, and it doesn't seem like it was quite as crazy as North Carolina was.
That's
So,
because it's peak season for hotel prices.
yeah, yeah.
So people aren't spending that extra money.
That's true. And I think
Whereas
that was,
Raleigh
obviously,
was
I know
very
for you and
reasonable
I,
for hotels.
yeah, for you and I know that was like a determining factor because we'd have to fly, plus the hotels were so expensive. Yeah. Hmm. Oh, Joy T's gonna go. Awesome. Awesome. Um, and Mona said it was neat seeing and meeting YouTube folks. Awesome. And Sean said it would take me longer to fly. Oh, you're the closest one, Sean.
I have peeked into the future,
Mhm.
and these triangle units that we are making are going around the log cabin units that we made last month.
Oh, okay.
Oh, look, I did something wrong.
Uh-oh.
I am not fixing it, but I grabbed the wrong fabric.
Oh.
I did the berry purple instead of the second blue.
Oh. Oh, now I see. I didn't even notice until you said that.
I didn't notice until I pressed it. And it's all because I
Are you
was
gonna leave
rushing
it?
to recut everything. But I'm going to leave it
I
because I
actually
like the
like
berry
the
purple.
color variety more with that.
I like the berry purple better than I like the other blue.
Uh-huh.
So mentally, my head said I need to do it. Okay.
Let's see. Sean said yes is the people that are there. Yep. And
I
Candace said yes,
also
Allie was
apparently
packed.
only cut half as many as I needed.
Oh, you did what I did and didn't cut enough, huh?
Yep. Oh well. That's what homework is for.
Guess we weren't paying real good attention today, huh?
It happens every now and then.
Yeah.
It was also me trying to do mental math to get my triangulations, and I just
Oh,
mentally did the math wrong.
yeah. Candace said Raleigh was packed compared to Atlanta. Sean said baseball spring training started today too. Yeah, that's a lot to have all that at one time.
Oh, so that's why the hotels were so expensive.
Yeah. And
Because
Linda
John
said,
said it was
oh,
peak season,
well, it
but
is because it's perfect temperature out there right now.
yeah.
It's after the cool season, which let's face it, doesn't really get cold out there, but um but it's before it gets hot. It's just really pleasant right now in Arizona. So
So it's like April 23rd, or is it
yeah.
25th? The perfect date.
And right now all the orange blossoms are in bloom. And
Oh,
like I used to when I lived out there, this time of year I would roll down my windows because there was a big orange farm that I passed on my way home from work. And I would
Oh,
just let that smell come in my window. Oh, it smelled so good. Yeah. Linda wants to know, does anybody come to the quilt show in Paducah? I haven't been there. I want to go there. That would be wonderful. I don't know why I haven't been. That one's really close. I mean, relatively compared to all these other ones, close to my house, but I just had the timing has never been right for me. Ingrid said, I looked, there was seating at QuiltCon this year. I hope next year in Raleigh they have more seating options. Yeah.
I think a lot of us complained in there.
Hmm. Oh, that's a good idea,
Was more
Andrew. He
thing.
said we should get an Airbnb for a bunch of us.
Oh,
That would be a really good idea.
and yes, Ingrid, they do have Airbnbs that
They
big
do.
because there's one of them in my neighborhood.
Yeah. And Candace said party and rally in 2026.
That
I agree. We should do that. That's a really good idea.
it would potentially be cheaper than all of us getting separate hotels
It probably would be, I'm sure. Especially if we booked it early before like
before the
the
Airbnb realized what it was going
right,
on.
exactly before they jack the rates up. Yep. Ooh, red broke again. I definitely need a new needle. Of course, when I only had a few more to do. My needle is like, please stop using me. Just a little bit more, and then I will relieve you from duty. Yeah, actually, that might be a really good idea, Russ,
Yeah.
for us all to share an Airbnb.
Andrew, find us an Airbnb. I don't know how far in advance you can schedule them.
I don't know. I mean, as long as they have their calendar up.
Yeah.
It might be too early yet, but maybe in a couple months. We could start looking though to see what's out there.
Yep.
You know me, the ultimate planner. I'm gonna want to know sooner than later. Andrew said on it. Good.
And there was some really cute neighborhoods in the area to be between the conference center and the hotel that I stayed at. So maybe there's Airbnbs back there.
Maybe.
I thought I was doing so well with my half square triangles, and I'm like, I'm missing half of them.
That's okay. I thought I was doing well too, and then I started sewing too fast, and my needle said, "Nope, forget it."
We are both having mild malfunctions.
That's okay. That's all right. At least we're sewing, right?
Exactly.
And hanging out with friends. That's the important part.
And getting Andrew on Airbnbs.
Yeah. No, I think that would be great if we can get enough of us, and I think that will definitely be way cheaper than a hotel.
Because the big one here is, I think it's 350 a day,
Hmm.
but there's also a 350 cleaning fee.
Sure.
So, but still, if you the cleaning fee is a one time on top of it, so it's basically just add one extra day
Hmm.
and 350 a day if we had it by, I'm just gonna say 4 people because we just did a small number. That's under $100 a day. You can't get a hotel that cheap.
Oh no, you can't. Not a decent one.
Uh-oh, he's already got one.
Oh, don't give away all the secrets. Don't put it in the chat.
14 guests, 4 bedrooms, 9 beds, 4.5 baths.
Wow.
Let's see if it goes out far enough. It does not, but I'm going to do it for the week before. I'm just going to do it for a full week. It's $500 a day with a $300 cleaning fee and a $300. So for 5 days, 4 nights, I'm sorry, it was $2,600 total.
With the cleaning fee?
That's with everything, yeah.
Yeah.
So 2,600 divided by 4 is not bad.
But how many rooms does this place have?
It had 4 rooms, 9 beds.
Got it.
And supposedly sleeps 14, but that requires people to share a bed.
I was gonna say there must be more beds somewhere then.
Well, I think it's sharing bed
Oh,
because there's a lot of time, husband and wife
yeah.
might want to go to an Airbnb
So
because
who
that's
gets to
what
cuddle with Russ?
Andrew's already volunteering.
Oh, okay. Got it.
But yeah, I'll have remind me to send you this when we're over because it's a gorgeous Airbnb. Now I got to figure out where the chat is now.
Okay.
I lost chat.
Russ, he said,
The problem with having so many windows open is I have lost where the chat window went.
Oh. All right. Now to find my magic juice. There it is. And you can cook your own meals and pack lunches. That's true. That does save
Yes.
money. Yep.
Although I vote that we go to the food court in the mall that I stayed next to because they've got that Indian restaurant.
Oh, Indian. You had me at Indian. You didn't have to say anything else.
Yeah, it was good. I did go and it was really good.
Yeah. Good. Was like fast food Indian? Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was in the mall food court and like they had biryani and samosas and their butter chicken was just delicious.
Oh, nice. Okay. Was that the mall where we went to the,
Yes.
yeah, okay. That was a nice little area, that mall.
It was, and
And your
like I
hotel
said, I
was
was
near
staying
there?
across. It was. It took me a while to figure out where I was, to go anywhere.
Yeah.
But oh, found chat again.
Oh, good. I was so like I can't tell you where anything was there because I didn't drive.
Yeah,
Once I drive something, I usually remember, but because I didn't drive, I have no idea where we were.
yeah. It
So,
it took me like every single time. I mean, it was what 4 days, 4 nights, or whatever.
uh-huh.
Every night I ended up being at the mall for dinner, and every night I still needed the GPS to get me home.
Yeah.
And some of it was because it just sent me a slightly different way because of the way the traffic patterns were.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Um, Ingrid said, sounds like a great option for a group trip. Are you down, girl? Let's do it. Joydy says, I love Indian food. Me too. My favorite. Just trim this to the wrong size. 3.5. Or no. Oh, shoot. I thought I just trimmed this the wrong size.
We can't have too many malfunctions in a day.
I know.
We're just thinking about the Indian food. That's really what it is.
Right. I'm thinking about QuiltCon next year and how much fun it's going to be.
I know.
If everybody's going to go and we're all going to share. That's going to be a great time. Oh, Ingrid said she's down. Awesome. I think the thing that you and I are missing most is the breakfast burrito.
Filibertos, yes.
Right?
I mentioned that in my live this morning.
Did you?
Yes. I was like, the worst part is, we don't get to go see to Filibertos.
Yeah. We'll have to have John eat one for us.
Is that even more cruel where he's just taking pictures and showing us easy?
Well, at least somebody can enjoy it, right? That's how I feel. And I don't need to be eating that right now, so I just went on a cruise. I'm going on another one. I don't need to eat extra food.
Yeah, I get it.
Yep.
I have said, or that I want to get down to my original weight, but I think that, 9 pounds, 7 ounces is a little unrealistic.
Yeah. That you'd be dead. Especially at your height. There'd be nothing left of you.
Okay, well, I have half my stuff done.
I was gonna say I cut a few of these, so I'm gonna wait, did I use the wrong color? Yours looks orange. Did you use coral or orange?
I used because the coral is orange, but
Oh,
there is no
shoot.
other orange.
This one, right?
Yeah,
Okay, it just looks more orange on your screen. Okay.
yeah. Oh, because my colors are still messed up.
Yeah, I was like, why is mine look too?
I need to get my camera working. Like one day, I just need to spend an hour just looking
No,
at colors
you're
and trying to
fine. I
trying to get
just
my stuff done.
prematurely freaked out when I saw your color and I'm like, oh no. It's good.
Sean says Morgan Street Food Hall is amazing and close to QuiltCon, maybe 10 to 15 walk.
Oh,
Had we known that,
what was that? We went to some Mexican place that was similar to like a
oh, that
Chipotle.
was so good.
That was so good. And that was right there.
Yeah, it was right around the corner.
Yeah. I forget what that place was called, but that was really good.
I'm sure if we pulled up Google Maps, it would tell us.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So I know people have made comments about my ceiling fan being distracting, but I have found something that's more distracting than my ceiling fan.
What?
I have our Zoom window open and I have the chat open, and the ceiling fans are going in opposite direction.
Oh, yeah, because it's backwards. That's funny.
I'm like, because I'm looking like something doesn't look right here. And I
Yeah.
realize it's because Zoom mirrors us
See,
too much,
I only look at the Zoom because if I look at the other one, what you and I are talking about is different than what's on the other
yeah.
one. So I just look at
Which
our
is why
Zoom.
yeah, that's why I keep the Zoom up top.
Yeah.
But normally I have enough of YouTube hidden so I
Yeah.
don't see that.
Yeah, that's funny. You're watching it go two different
But I was
ways.
just like, something doesn't look right here.
Yeah.
You're also normally on the left, but you're on the right this time.
I know.
That's probably what it is.
It moved us.
Well, when we were on for dragon fruit last week, I was looking at up on the screen, and you were in the middle on top, and the other of us were around like Brady Bunch style stuff. Like
I like Brady Bunch style. I think that's cool.
it's like fearless leader up in the center. And
Yeah.
but yeah, today I think was the first day of QuiltCon last year. Oh, that's gorgeous.
There we go. If I got the right colors.
Again, I'm wondering if I like the purple. I mean, I do like the purple better. The purple
I
is
do
my
like the
backing is
purple.
going to be, so I think that that is going to work very well.
I love the purple. Yeah. Even though that was not the right fabric, I love the choice. No, really. I think it's
Hopefully, well, yeah, hopefully that's not one of them that we are short, like almost at the edge of and stuff. So
yeah.
if not, I will have to be adjusting when we actually cut those fabrics later.
This is one of the few projects that I've saved every single bit, like
Just in
every
case. Yeah.
scrap, just in case, you know? Because you know me, I'm not a scrap keeper, but yeah,
Yeah, it's going to be gorgeous.
it is. Do you have all yours done?
I have the four done.
Oh, cool.
Again,
And then you have to make,
I had to make four more. So
yeah.
I made two of each direction.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
So I just need to go back and recut fabric.
I'm
Had I
glad I'm
done
not the
all the
only person
math,
who didn't count correctly.
yeah, had I counted correctly. But
Yeah, I was like, how am I out of white pieces? I'm like, oh.
yeah, you were out of white pieces. I was out of all pieces. But it was because I assumed that I did math correctly. And you
Math
know what
hard.
happens when you assume the math.
Yep.
That's why the teachers tell you to show your work so you can show exactly where you went wrong.
See where you messed up. Yep. Joy said those are pretty colors.
Thank you,
Candace
Joey. We didn't
said,
pick them, but they are awesome.
right, they are. I love this fabric. Joy said, or Candace said, that's the food hall I ate in twice.
Oh,
Um,
the Morgan Street Food Hall.
yeah,
So Candace must have stayed closer to the convention center than I
the
did.
QuiltCon. Yeah, yeah. Sean said, time for dinner. See y'all later. Thanks for stopping in, Sean.
Yeah,
Bye.
Sean.
All right. Well, since Russ needs to cut more fabric and I need to trim 20 something more half square triangles, we're going to wrap up, but we're not going to leave before I'm going to let Russ tell you what's coming up in his channel first.
So tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, we are going to be sewing up the Kona block of the month. I really wish I had a finished picture, but I don't. At least printed.
Yeah.
So that is tomorrow. Wednesday is going to be my weekly vlog of the shenanigans that I've gotten up to this week. Unfortunately, the big surprise that I wanted to have on Wednesday is not going to happen until Thursday. So, um, yeah, we'll see if that surprise gets revealed. And then on
Yeah.
Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern, I go live with my 11sies.
Yay.
Don't know what I'm working on yet, but there.
Awesome. So same with Russ is I don't know what I'm going to do next Saturday yet, but I'll be here live at 5. Um, if you have not seen my cruise video yet, go take a peek at that. I know it's kind of long, so if you don't want to hear me talk for, you can skip into it 20 minutes because that's when I actually start showing the pictures of the cruise. Um, I
Yeah,
was
I
really
was
excited.
very distracted when I was watching the video. Because I was trying to work,
Yeah. Oh no,
but I
you're
kept saying,
fine.
"Oh, that's so pretty. That's so pretty."
Yeah, yeah. I had a
And you
really good
saw
time.
Hairspray.
What's that?
And you saw Hairspray.
And I saw Hairspray, which I've seen Hairspray before, but let me tell you that I did not expect the quality. I mean, especially the lady who played Mama,
Uh-huh.
she needs to be on regular Broadway. She was amazing. She had the best voice.
Well, they
And
usually have a guy playing her.
no, not Tracy's mom, the
Oh,
African American mom.
oh, her.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. She was so, so good. And you know how much I love music. You and I
yeah.
both love music and love musicals. That was the best show on the ship. So if you guys are going on a cruise ship anytime soon, check out the shows. Royal Caribbean really does such a good job. We saw all the shows. We saw the Aqua show, the Ice show. There was a First in Flight show. That one was it was honestly kind of boring until the very end. Um, the end, they did a couple cool things, and they did a memoriam to like all the astronauts who have passed, and also like the ones who like the Challenger and things like
Yeah.
that. And the lady from Hairspray that played Mama, she came and sang "Over the Rainbow." It was beautiful. Like I was
Oh,
crying. Like it was really good. That was the best part of the whole show. The ice show was incredible. The aqua show is okay. I've seen it before, and if you've seen one before, it's pretty much the same. They just changed the music, but the everything's the same. So I was kind of like halfway through, I was like, "Oh, can I go to bed now?" Because it was really late. It was 10:30. Um, and but the shows are incredible. So if you guys ever take a cruise, whether it's a quilting cruise or just a cruise, check out the shows. They're great. The comedy show, I'm very sad that you have to reserve some things ahead of time before you even get on the ship. I'm very sad that I did not reserve it for this next cruise because it was so funny. I died laughing, and it's a 18 plus comedy show, so you have to be okay with like some raunchiness, but it was really good. So I am not doing that on the next cruise because they were already sold out of spots, which it's not really sold out because they don't charge you, but you have to
yeah.
reserve a spot. But
It's
yeah,
like when Stevens retreats sell out.
yes, yeah, yeah. But it was a great time, and the ports were great. I just really had fun. So I'm really looking forward to that. My next quilting cruise is the Patriot Cruise of Stitching Heaven, and this one's my vacation cruise. The last one was working. This is a vacation one. So
Nice.
I leave in 15 days. So yay, I'm really excited about that. I will film some, but I'm really excited to get to do it again and not actually have to work. Like I can
Yeah.
just enjoy. So that's gonna be great. Yeah. Jordy said I would love to go on a quilting cruise. It's a lot of
I
fun.
want to go on one.
Yeah.
If I didn't have, two graduations to go to, I
Yeah.
probably would have
Yeah.
figured out a way to do it this year.
Yep. If you get the right teachers, the right projects, and the right people, it's a lot of fun. So that's why I'm really looking forward to the next one because this last one was great, but I didn't know a lot of people. I just knew a couple of people.
Hmm.
But this next one is like Rob and Mark and Andrew and some of the other all stars that I'm in with. And some of my friends are coming, my friend Gia and my friend Bev. So it's going to be a blast.
You're gonna have a lot more fun just because
Yes. Yeah.
it,
And the
it it's more fun when you have people with you that you know.
Oh, absolutely. Plus, there's more quilters this time. There was only about 30. This time there's going to be 80.
Yeah.
So even if I only knew a couple people, there would be a lot bigger pool of people to like get to know.
Yep.
There weren't as many this time, and a lot of them kind of kept to themselves, which is fine. That's all right if that's the kind of people you are. So I just didn't get to know as many people. So I'm really excited about that. So Jordy said, "Where are you going, Stephanie?" So I'm going to do the same exact itinerary, which is on the same ship that I just came from. So the Symphony of the Seas, we're going to the Bahamas again, the private island, Nassau, Jamaica, and Haiti. So really looking forward to that. So it's been great. Like I said, with friends, I think it's going to make a huge difference. So yeah, yeah. Do they supply sewing machines? Yes, they do. Yes. It would be, I think, near impossible to get a sewing machine on board through security. If you see in my video, it was funny because there is, when you go through security, it's just kind of like the airports where they scan everything, although it's not as tight as it is like through TSA. But they take things like, there was a lady in front of us who wasn't with the quilting group, and she brought a full-size iron, which is a no-no on a quilt or on a cruise, not a quilt cruise, but just a cruise in general. They don't want you to, like, burn down 8,000 people.
Yeah.
So they took her iron, but we had to put our supplies in separate or special bags and have it marked for what it was for. Now my aunt got her supplies taken. I did not, but when they take it, they give it back to you. You have to get a ticket, and then the person with the quilt or from Stitching Heaven goes to security and gets them all back and gives it to you in the class. But it was funny because I showed this picture in my video. When we went up to security, they were taking all these things from people and giving them tickets and whatnot. There was almost nothing on the table except for all the bags for Stitching Heaven people. It was great. I got a kick out of that, so I had to take a picture of it. But yeah, so you have to bring a couple things, but they supply the thread, the machines. If you do their project and you order one of their kits, they supply that pre-cut. You don't have to bring anything really, except like a rotary cutter, a small cutting mat, stuff like that. So yeah, good
Which
questions,
has to go
Jordy.
through security because they don't want you going up to, the kids being misbehaving on in the pool and be like, I'll drain this pool.
Yes, they don't want you to like have the, because you can bring a mini iron if you're with the sewing thing. You can't bring one otherwise, but if you're with the sewing thing, you can. So they want to make sure you're actually supposed to have it. And your rotary cutter, obviously, that's a weapon. So that has to go through security. They have to approve it. So that's why you have to do that. But you get
Yeah.
it back, and you don't have to do that process leaving the ship. They just say, put it in your suitcase and take it off. Okay. So it's just getting on the ship. But yeah. Uh, Ingrid said, need to watch out for those quilters. I know, we're
I
dangerous. We love our
know.
sharp objects. So, but yeah, I'm excited for this one because, like I said, it's with a lot of friends and it's going to be a blast. And it's not a working vacation. This is my vacation. So,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So it's going to be great. So anyway, that's coming up. So in a couple weeks, next Saturday I'll be live, but in a couple weeks after that I won't be because I will be on the cruise. Um, and then I'll be back and we will do dragon fruit the week I get back. So the 22nd, I believe that was. So yay, excited about that. All
22nd
right.
is a month from now. So yeah, that's a busy month you got going on.
It is. It is. And then like a week after that, the week I get back, this is funny. The week I get back, I'm doing a workshop and a trunk show at a guild. And then we're doing dragon fruit. And then the week after that is basically well, not the week after that, but the following week, but getting ready for my retreat in
Yeah.
Ohio. So it's going to be, March is going to go so fast.
That
So
means I got to get on your calendar for when we do month 10 of Bumbleberry.
yes, yes.
Let's
And I
figure
was
out when you
thinking
guys
that
can
might
happen.
have to happen the same day as dragon fruit or maybe the next week after
It's
that.
fine either way.
Yeah. So either way, we'll get it done.
Yes.
So, uh, Stephanie, did I miss your next Benner text? No, thank you for asking. I actually was going to talk about that and I completely forgot. So thank you, Marla. No, my next Benner text project is coming out this next week, and I'm really excited to share that with you guys. The marbleized fabric that I'm using from them, the basic, is so cool. So I can't wait to share that project with you.
Nice.
And it is a project that I have shown a long time ago before. Well, I don't know if I've shown it, but I wrote this pattern for another company, so I'm reusing that pattern. So if you guys have been with that company and you'll know next week when I show the quilt, then you may have seen it, but if not, it'll be new to you. So I'm excited to share that with you guys. So yeah, that'll be coming out later this next week, Marla. Thank you for asking. And Ingrid said your Ohio retreat will be here quick. Yes, it will.
Yes.
So lots to do in the next month. I'm going to be super busy from now until I leave, and then when I get back too. So yeah. Marla said, great, looking forward to it. Awesome, thank you. All right, well, I am talked out. How about you, Russ?
Just a little bit. And
I'm
starting to
sure
get
because you,
hungry.
yeah, and you had your live today already too. So thank you so much for being here. It's
Thank you
always,
for hosting this. I
of
mean,
course, I love
we
sewing.
wouldn't be doing this one if it wasn't for you saying that we need to do it after I showed it to you.
I know, I know, and I love that you enable me with all these beautiful projects. So thank you. All right, guys, take care, and we will see you soon. Check out Russ tomorrow at 1 p.m. And then keep an eye on both of our channels the rest of the week for our vlogs and everything else that we do. And stay safe, don't get sick, and keep stitching. Bye.
Bye.